the livest cloud radio show on the planet. E-Block Radio.
Yo, 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 you know what it is, man. It's the livest cloud radio show on the planet, man. Straight from the E-Block Radio, live on your dial every Thursday from 7 until 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget, if you're holding it down in the Rocky Mountains, man, it's only 5 o'clock. Hey, it's your man, dog, the Hood, Howard Stern, Q Lewis. Got my man, Monk Money, holding it down all the way in the D. What's happening, dog?
Man, chilling. You know how I do. You know what I'm saying? Monk Money, hold it down.
I already know how you do, man. You just vaped out, vaped out.
For sure. Ain't smoking no more. I'm vapor out. I'm vaped out my night.
Right. That's what's up, though, man. I'm proud of you, dog. I'm proud of you. Hey, you know what it is, though, man. It's Thursday. Of course, it's been a week since the last time we was on the air, and it's social media Thursday. So if you got Instagram or Twitter, make sure you hit us up. Hit up my man, Real Monk Money. Also, myself, Hood Howard Stern. That's on Twitter or on Instagram. Also, if you got Facebook, you can follow the radio show page. All right, it's E-Block Radio. You know, so it's a FLIPSIDE. What is it? I got so many damn websites. All right, Facebook, man. / E-Block Radio. You know, it's like FLIPSIDE-Inc.com just got revamped. You know what I'm saying? So that's been on my mind heavy because I just revamped it. Totally changed everything, the background, all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? So the first article I did, of course, was for Nephew, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Mal doing this thing in Detroit, man. Came out with the classic Pothead brand, clothing brand. So he got a couple of different logos. Both of them you can see on the website. Also, you can follow him at _ the weed enthusiast, all right? And also on Instagram is the classic Pothead, all right, all together. Don't forget the "the," because if you don't put the "the" in there, then I don't know where you're going. So it's the classic Pothead. It's kind of live, though. I like it, man. He got shirts made already. He's supposed to be doing going down, I think it's Highland Park, Detroit Shade. You remember the chick from the BET Cyphers? I think it was last year or year before last. Yeah. So she throwing a party. Hit him up on Instagram like, shit, I'm feeling your shirts. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna shoot down there tonight and fuck with them, you know, get them some shirts off and shit. So, you know, that's a good look for him because she got a good look. You know, she already got a good following. So, yeah, that could be the start of something grand.
For sure.
Grand.
Yeah.
Anyway, man, but shit, outside of that, man, just don't forget, hit us up on Instagram and Twitter. Also, E-Block Radio, of course, on Instagram as well. So I'll be posting some stuff on that end too. And just speaking of Instagram real quick though, it's funny because Faison Love followed me and shit, right? so when he followed me, I looked at some of his pictures. I was like, damn, I do look like that nigga a little bit. I was like, damn, I do look like that nigga a little bit.
You do, bro. You do.
Some shots. Yeah, that shit was kind of funny, though, like, damn. Because that's what made me think of it. I was like, man, niggas always talking about motherfucking big worms. So I went through his pictures. He got a couple pictures of some cigars and shit. I'm like, oh, hell no. I do kind of look like this nigga.
Definitely you, bro.
But shout out to my man, Faison Love, man. Thanks for the follow, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you can bring us on tour with you and shit.
Right.
But other than that, that's all I had to say about that. But, you know, it's been 7 days, so Money, I know you've been low to the flow, but what's really been good with you, though?
Man, same old thing with your boy, man. I ain't really been doing too much of nothing, man. Just staying out the way, you know what I'm saying? But I did do something exciting, you know, this week, you know what I'm saying? I did find this butcher, bro. Oh, man, cheap, fresh meat, bro. I actually watched these dudes gut the lamb and gut the cow for my meat, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, that was awesome, bro. So, yeah, I did.
Hey, you know you a food-ass nigga, man.
I know, bro.
When you excited about seeing a butcher.
Yeah, my mama in there tripping like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, I'm so excited. Look at it. Look at all this stuff.
Nobody want to see all them guts and shit.
Awesome, bro.
Yeah, see, that's some cook shit for you.
Yeah, it was awesome, dog. For real. Like, I was so excited, dog. My mama.
So where was this at?
It's like right behind Easter Market, dog. It's called Berries and Son, bro. I mean, decent prices, bro. Like, wow.
Okay. Because, you know, some people, I mean, including myself, man, sometimes you're intimidated by Easter Market because you just figure the prices won't be what you can afford. You know what I'm saying? But you say it ain't like that there.
Yeah, no. These are decent prices, bro. Like really decent prices.
Yeah, to get the whole cow in that motherfucker.
Yeah, for the low.
For the low, shit.
Low,
man. I'm a pass on seeing all the butchering and shit, but I'll pass on that. I'll take the meat, but I don't want to look at that shit, because then I might not want that motherfucker afterwards.
Man, yeah, I mean, so I can't wait to cook it.
You seen it get butchered?
Yes.
You a fucking Viking for real.
Yes, so I knew I could have been a Viking back in the day, bro.
I know you always say that shit.
Yeah, bro. Savage, bro.
What else been going on with you other than the slaughtering of cows and shit?
Oh, man, not too much, bro. You know what I'm saying? Been working hard, man. I want to give a shout out to my, you know what I'm saying, my chef, bro. Brandon Shanko, man. He's vote for him to be it's his website. I forget the website, but it's his website. You need to go on and vote for him. You know, the best chef in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Downtown Detroit.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, well, what we'll do is once we get the website information together, we'll post it on the website. So we'll post it on eblockradio.com so people can go there and get the link and vote for him. Then.
That's what's up. Yeah, definitely do that. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a big ups to him. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, dog, your boy been chill, man. You know what I'm saying? Loaded the flow like an ant, dog. What's been cracking with you, though?
Man, me, dog, I've been chilling too, really. I mean, for a change, I ain't really doing nothing. I've just been kind of chilling. I'm a little excited because I got I got us involved in a little sponsoring situation that's going down in April. So shout out to Kayla Ray and her whole music family over there. She's actually an R&B singer who was a musical guest on the show maybe about a month ago. But anyway, she's doing a live performance right here in Aurora, Colorado at the Apex Sports Lounge. So E-Block Radio will be sponsoring that event on April 9th from 7 until 10. So if you're in the Aurora, Colorado Springs, Denver area, come through, check out some good talent, man. If you ain't ever heard her, she was a musical guest on our show before, man. You got to make sure you check her out. You can see her music at KaylaRayMusic.com. I want to check her out there, and then you can see her live on April 9th. Sponsored by E-Block Radio, because we didn't take it all the way from Detroit to the mountains. You feel me?
For sure.
But other than that, man, just been just been watching. Okay, I'll be acting like I don't watch a lot of TV. I mean, I don't, right? I don't watch a lot of TV. But let me tell you the things I have been watching. All right. So I've been watching the OJ trial, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't live through the shit, right?
Right.
But it's still kind of funny to see it being acted out, only because I think some of the shit they be kind of, they embellishing. Like, all right, so Marcia Clark and Christopher Darden, all right, of course they was the prosecutors, but they got some scenes in the movie where, like, basically where Chris trying to smash her and shit. Like, I don't know if any of this was true. Like, I couldn't tell from seeing the original trial and everything, but they showing it where they went out of town together and he got her drunk and passed up the opportunity to smash and shit. Like, I don't know where they get all this information from. Christopher Darden, the black dude, the other prosecutor, him and Marcia Clark was on the same team. And so I don't know. I think that's just speculation. I don't know if they really got that story or did he really try to smash? She was kind of, I don't know. I guess maybe I wasn't old enough, but she was kind of terrible from what I remember. The little white chick that they got playing her on the movie is actually decent though. Like, she's smashable, but I don't think she was smashable in real life though. like if he was really trying to smash it, he said, shame on you, bro. He said, right. Nah, shame on you, bro.
Right.
I don't even know, but it's 10 episodes. I want to say we're like 5 or 6 in already. It's pretty far in. But they already to the part where, he tried on the glove and it don't fit and shit. But they made it seem like, see, this is also speculation. I don't know if this is true, but they made it seem like, what's his name? Robert Shapiro, OJ's lawyer, during a recess went went up to the witness stand and tried the glove on himself and realized that the glove didn't fit him, that it wasn't no way in the hell it was gonna fit OJ. And that's how they came up with this strategy to do that.
Don't quit. You
now,
can't quit.
I don't know how true that is, that really happened. That he basically snuck over here, put his hand in there like, oh, this shit don't fit. Like, hey, nigga, let's make him try on the glove. You know what I'm saying? So they showed as if they came up with this plan. They was like, well, you know what? Just fuck with my man, fuck with Christopher Darden and shit, and make him try it on. That way we don't look like we already knew it wasn't gonna fit. So so F. Bailey came over. This is how they showed it. Like I said, I don't know if it's true. Came over and whispered in Christopher Darden ear, like basically trying to act like they were scared for him to tell them to try on the glove and shit. You know what I'm saying? So he got cocky like, oh, nigga, we got their ass. Like, oh, they put these gloves on, the motherfuckers didn't fit, and they look stupid as hell. Like everything that they had in the case went to hell when his hands didn't fit in that motherfucker, dog. It was a wrap. Everything you said didn't make no sense if this motherfucking glove can't go in this nigga hand. Right. Like everything is a wrap. So I don't know if that really happened like that. As far as them, them kind of coercing him to do it, like I don't know if that shit was true. But it made good for entertaining TV, I guess. Right. But that shit good. I'll be watching that. But what I wanted to mention though was Underground. I think I talked about this last week on me and Coco J show, but it's like it was executive produced by John Legend, and I can't remember his production company name, but they executive produced it, and it's written by Misha Green and somebody else. I keep hating that I can't remember the dude's name because obviously he's an important part of it, but I just remember her name. Cause the other dude, like they don't ever really show him for whatever reason. I guess she got a little more notoriety. She's a black lady, and she wrote something else. I think she used to write for Heroes or something like that. You used to watch Heroes, right? You ain't never watch that shit? Yeah, me neither.
I mean, I ain't never got into it, man. But I done watched a couple of episodes. You know what I'm saying, trying to get into it.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it. So.
Right.
Yeah, but this shit right here, dog. At first because my old man told me about it, I was like, man, it's just some old slave shit, bro. But this is a little different though. This is like, remember how you could watch Roots, and like you kind of pissed because it's like they like really slaves and they just they getting the raw end of the stick. But then you seen Rosewood, he was like, nigga, hell yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Because they fought against the machine, and this is what this is like. This is like motherfuckers like, you know what? I'm straight. I can't do this shit no more. We getting up out this bitch. So they showing it, they showing it from the inside, which was cool. And then they also showing, some of the white abolitionists that helped them along the way. So that's, it's a cool story to tell. Like I said, it showed a different side of them, not just being like just some old hoe ass slaves. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really showing some unity. And the crazy thing about it, how they did it, and John Legend said this in his interview, is that they set the scene, you know what I'm saying, like back on the plantation. This is like right after, I can't remember exactly the year. Damn, I can't, because I meant to remember the year. But they set the scene back in that time era, but the soundtrack is modern music. Now, what this does for me, now he said they did it because they wanted to, keep it relevant with a different age group. But what it does for me, dog, I'm gonna have to be honest with you. What it does for me is really give you a correlation, because even though we not in chains and shit like that right now, it's still the same shit. So when you play that modern music, it reminds me that this is still going on in modern times.
Right.
So I think it's a perfect concept. Cause I'm sitting there looking and then I'm listening to that shit like, damn, like this sounds like music of today. But you're showing times of yesterday, but really, it's kind of the same. It's the same thing. Ain't shit changed?
That shit really changed.
Yeah, but I think the important thing I got out of it, though, is what I hope a lot of people get out of it, is just that the only way that they making this possible, the only way that they making that escape possible, because they haven't done it yet. They trying to get all the plans together, they working schemes and all this shit, but the only reason or the only way it's going to work is they doing that shit together, dog. And that's the whole issue today.
Yeah.
Shit, if we could put all this shit together and get some unity, boy.
Boy, it's gonna be hell to tell the captain, boy. We're really gonna be a force to be reckoned with, bro. Like, seriously.
Did you say hell to tell the captain?
It's gonna be hell to tell the captain, bro.
What the fuck is that?
It's one of the downtown days and shit.
Obviously, I ain't never heard that shit. Hell to tell the captain.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I ain't never heard that shit. That was kind of funny. But, yeah, if you haven't, man, I'm telling you, if you're listening right now, if you're on eblockradio.com, if you're on the phone lines, if you have not checked out Underground, man, check it out on demand. It's on WGN. The name of it is Underground. Like I said, it's executive produced by John Legend. It's good. It ain't just another slave movie. You know what I'm saying? Just another slave series.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that shit. So I just had to mention that. But other than that, man, shit, that's really been about it. I've been wanting to go to the show, man, because I want to see Perfect Match. I want to see Race. I haven't seen either one of those. I'm fucking off.
No, bro. I want to see Race. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I want to see that, man. Just cause, like, for one thing, I'm somewhat familiar with Jesse Owens' story, but not really. So right. I mean, this would be a good step in the right direction to at least get a little familiar with it, and then I have to do my own reading and research. But yeah, this would be a good way to at least become familiar with the story, because I ain't all the way hip to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They got the right name for it though.
Race. Yeah, I'm sure they did that shit on purpose for sure. Right. Yeah, but that definitely was about. I mean, you gotta figure at that Olympics, man, fucking Hitler was at the Olympics.
Yeah, he was there.
He was there, like, you know, saluting, all that shit. Man, I don't know. Nazis was controlled. They was running shit over there. For whatever reason, America wasn't worried about him then. But then all of a sudden, we took some kind of interest in that. Anyway, that's a whole. We're not even gonna get in that. No, because we definitely can, but we won't get into all that. But if you've been checking us out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff, you gotta know what we're talking about today, man. We're talking about redlining. We just gonna talk about insurance redlining right now, because you know it's mortgage redlining and all that stuff is out there. But we just want to know, does it still exist? And if just to put you up on game on what redlining is, basically the term came from like basically the red line on a map. So you just outline areas where, you know, where rates, for instance, we're talking about insurance, where the rates are just going to be so much higher to where you almost price people out of insurance, which is kind of like what health insurance is, and why I think a lot of less fortunate and a lot of poorer people appreciate Obamacare, and people who didn't need that helping hand kind of are pissed about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of the same thing. But until you're in a position where you need that shit and you can't afford it, I don't think you'll ever understand. And I think that's where we are with especially car insurance, man. Like, cause some places, especially like in Detroit, some places that you live inside the city, it's like you go eat or you go pay your car insurance.
Right.
And I don't know about you, but I think I'm eat. And the way you was talking about that butcher, I think you gonna eat too.
Yeah, definitely gonna eat.
Right. So we're gonna talk about that, man, and also a new law that they're trying to pass in Michigan about auto insurance. So we're gonna get into that in a minute. Don't forget though, if you're on eblockradio.com or if you're on Blog Talk Radio, hit us up 760-283-4647. Hit that number 1 key. We got to go to a commercial break. We'll be back in about 3 minutes, though. Don't forget, man, we're talking about redlining. Does it still exist?
Witness the Black Tie experience. Black Tie Photography, servicing all of Metro Atlanta area. My name is Cedric Pitts, your photographer. Check out our website at www.blacktiepictures.com or like our Facebook page, facebook.com/Black Tie Pictures. Let me capture your professionalism in class, and you will have the ultimate black tie experience.
Yo, 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 it's your boy, the Hood Howard Stern, Q Lewis, producer of the Live Cloud radio show on the planet, straight from the E Block Radio. Here to let you know that you can represent the radio show and your side of town with our very own t-shirt line, Pardon My East Side. You can get yours.
Hello, Hood Howard Stern. What's up with Pardon My West Side?
Oh, slow down, Miss Coco J. Of course, we got the West Side covered too, so you can get Pardon My East Side or Pardon My West Side t-shirts. Only thing you got to do is go to the website, www.eblockradio.com, and get yours today. $20 for the fellas, $15 for the ladies. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram as well, Pardon My Eastside.
The livest cloud radio show on the planet, E Block Radio.
Yeah. You know what it is, man. It's the livest cloud radio show on the planet, man. Of course, your boy, the Hood Howard Stern, Q Lewis, holding it down with my man Monk Money. Straight from, you know what I'm saying, straight from the E Block Radio, man. We going from Detroit to Denver and everywhere in between, dog. Just in case y'all didn't know. Just want to make sure you know. Because sometimes, you know, niggas just don't know. So I think it's our obligation to tell them.
To let you know. Yeah,
all right, man, I want to welcome y'all back. Anybody who just joined us right now, of course, if you just joined us on eblockradio.com, you can hit us up, 760-283-4647, and hit that number 1 key. We want to comment on the hot topic tonight. Tonight we're talking about redlining. I just want to know, because sometimes people don't think that shit like this exists. Sometimes people think that racism don't exist. Sometimes people think that politicians are actually for us. You know, all that type of shit. So we want to know, what do y'all think, man? Does redlining still exist? All right, so like I said, if you're just now joining us, I just want to tell you, explain again what redlining is. Basically, it's just when you marginalize a group of people or a section of a place, and rates are increased or they are taxed unfairly, that type of thing. But today we focusing on auto insurance, though, because there's something going on in Michigan I want to speak on. So as far as auto insurance, man, do you think redlining is still going on? Money, what you say, man?
Man, definitely it's still going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you got insurance, you should know that. You know
right. Exactly.
Man, for real, though. Like, and it's crazy, though, how high it is, bro. Like, some people want to, like, hey, man, can I use your address for my insurance? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't stay that far from 8 Mile, cuz.
Right.
For real. So it ain't going to help you. It's going to help you a few dollars, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't finna mess up my joint trying to help you out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, dog, like how high it is, bro. Like, like staying with my mom insurance, damn near another car note. You know what I'm saying?
For real. Exactly.
Damn near another car note.
And that's why you see people, man, car be all toe up because they got to ride like that because they ain't got no insurance.
That's right. And it's hard to get it, you know what I'm saying? We already stay in the city of Detroit, you know what I'm saying? Definitely the city is not as rich as the the cities on the outskirts, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
I've ripped, we went in the post side, and then on the post side, the insurance go up, you know what I'm saying? Like, because, high crime rate, you know what I'm saying? Like you were saying earlier, you know what I mean? So,
exactly.
I mean, it's bad. It's already set up. We already set up for the okie doke, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real though, like, I mean, it's just like, you know what I'm saying, Black Wall Street, bro. I mean, Wall Street, period. I don't mean to say Black Wall Street, though, you know what I'm saying? They get rich off the pole, bro, and it's basically what this is a situation, this is what this is, bro. Like, literally, I think for one, I think insurance is a fucking bullshit, because you pay all this fucking money for insurance just in case something happens, okay? Right. Now, and in the case of something happened, nothing didn't happen. All this money you done put into motherfucking insurance, bro, you don't get a rebate check back. You don't get a nothing check back, and it just irks me like, dog, I've been giving you all these money, you know what I'm saying, for years. And you want to get a check, nothing back. Like, At some point, bro, have insurance for so long, you should be able to accumulate bucks or something to get your insurance lower or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
something,
exactly.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, I just really think it's some bullshit, bro. Like, off rip insurance is a fucking rip-off, bro. Because you're paying for something that can happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Medical insurance is something different to me, bro, because you're definitely going to need that shit. You know what I'm saying?
At some point, yeah, you're going to definitely need that shit.
Definitely need that shit, but you know what I'm saying? But that car insurance, bro, I think it's a big fraud to me, bro. I mean,
now Allstate, because I never had Allstate, but Allstate say that, you know, that well, at least the commercials say that they give you some kind of rebate check for if you don't have no accidents or no claims or something.
Living like 5 years or something like that.
Yeah. So that's a start.
It's definitely a start, but come on, bro. You know how many for so many years how much you was getting?
Right. Yeah. Now, just to kind of piggyback on that though, and jump off into what the law was, or the law they're trying to pass in Michigan anyway. It's basically it's like this. So if you get pulled over for whatever, traffic infraction, whatever, you get pulled over and you don't have no proof of insurance, then they trying to pass the law to where they can take your ride right then. So this is almost like a DUI or something. So you know how you get a DUI supposedly. They're supposed to take your car and everything. So this is gonna be the same thing. You don't have no insurance. They're supposed to get you out the car and tow the car away and just leave you walking.
Right.
Now, this is the thing. This is why I put those two together, is because like you mentioned, you pay so many dollars a month or every 6 months, however you do your insurance, and you don't get nothing in return. Now, the dude on here was saying that uninsured motorists are the reason why we pay such high rates. Now, if right, exactly. Now, if that's the case, then rates should be skyrocketing across the board, because I guarantee, exactly, because I guarantee that the inner city drivers ain't the only ones that don't have insurance. I guarantee that. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee they're not the only ones. So if that's the case, then my insurance in Bloomfield Hills should be just as high as it is in Detroit, because I'm pretty sure that per capita, or per household out there, is probably the same percentage of uninsured drivers as it is inside the city. It just seems like it's a larger number because it's a larger number of people.
Right.
So of course it's gonna appear that there's more of a percentage. But see, when you do stuff like that, it's just a trickle down effect. And like we was talking about before we got on the air, is for us, and when I say us, I mean for black folks, especially when you're living inside the city, it's a bad trickle down, because you look at this, your income, obviously at this point. I ain't gonna say. Well, we'll start with the income, because sometimes people don't have insurance because they ain't got no license. So that's a whole other thing. But 9 times out of 10, your income is to a point where you can't afford the high rates of insurance as it is. So now you get pulled over, instead of getting that ticket, you know what I'm saying, and hopefully paying for, or driving on your L's without that insurance still. Instead of that, now you don't even have no car, so they take your car, right? So you don't have no insurance and no way to get to that job to even pay for the insurance. But on top of the insurance, now you gotta pay whoever towed your car, whoever got it in the pound, and however long they keep it. So now, for somebody who was broke, you just didn't added more brokedom on them.
Broke them.
Yeah, more brokedom. So seriously, like, you figure. And this is why I kind of look at health insurance the same way, and I think that's why people in a lower class kind of, and I'm one of those people who applaud Obamacare, because it came in handy for me. So I think this is the same thing with car insurance. That's why the dude's saying, like, we paying these high rates because of so many uninsured, motors. Well, if you could make it affordable for people to have auto insurance, I'm pretty sure they would have it. If you didn't have, you got a 19, if you got a 19 anything, you should be mad that you paying insurance on it. But let's say you got a 2000, say you got a 2010, so that's 6 years old. Let's say you got a 2010, and you still paying a note on it. Let's say you paying maybe two or $300 on that. But then you live under 8 Mile in the city of Detroit, and you paying $300 for your insurance.
Right.
Shit. What do you do? Right. What do you do?
Right. You can't do nothing, bro.
You can't do nothing.
But get broker.
Right, get broker. And look, I can attest to this because when I had my Suburban was a 99, and my car note on my Suburban was $316, and the insurance on that motherfucking dog was $335. So my insurance
price as a damn car note.
Dog, my insurance was higher. It was like about $20 higher than my car note. Dog, how you can't afford it? But then you look at areas where like where my sister lives out in Bloomfield Hills, same insurance, same truck, like $150 some dollars.
Yes, $115.
Right, 115. You know, and I understand it's less traffic, probably less crime. But at the end of the day, they got other stuff though. They got other stuff. Like they have a lot of accidents out there, believe it or not, considering that there's not a lot of traffic, but they have probably as many accidents as you do in the city.
You know why? Because they got all them goddamn turnabouts.
Yeah,
you don't even know what the hell you going in them turnabouts.
I hate them things, man.
Hell yeah.
I hate them things. But yeah, that's why I just think it definitely does still exist, and it's not only restricted. It's not only restricted to auto insurance, but I mean that's what we focus on now. I think a large part of the redlining now though is the real estate game, and to give you a perfect example is anything on the riverfront in Detroit at this point. Now, if you remember, it wasn't shit on the riverfront that was worth anything other than the Manugian Mansion. That's probably was about it. You know what I'm saying? Everything else, it was like, man, this is where, you know, all kind of niggas just live. Try to go down there now and get somewhere to live and see what happens.
Man, protect your ass.
Hey, look, they might as well put a no color allowed down.
I mean,
for real. But yeah, this is the same thing though. And if they pass a law like that, I mean, you know, I ain't trying to make it seem like everything is well, it kind of is. Everything is kind of geared towards oppression, not just black people, but oppression. Period. I think every law, everything that's monetarily based is just a way to widen the gap between the haves and the have-nots.
For sure.
I just really believe that anything they put in place is to give you more separation from people who can't get it and the people who got it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pretty much eliminating the middle class, and that's what they're trying to do, man. Cause that's a struggle though. You got a $300 car note and a $300 car insurance tab. Like, what are you gonna do? Seriously.
Yeah, what can you do, bro? But
what
pay
can
that
you
down.
Pay it. But I have to be honest though, and I think we probably had this conversation before too. As far as it goes to that, I would rather owe the finance company than the insurance, only because if it gets stolen, then you really ass out, because then you owe all the rest of that money and you don't even have a car.
Hell yeah, and then it was so hard for you to get insurance for the rent. Then once you get this, and then when your shit don't go through, or for next year you ain't got the money, what the hell you supposed to do, dog? You know what I'm saying?
Right. You in trouble. But as far as that law though, the law they trying to pass in Michigan, I can't dig that. And I won't even say that's a racial thing, because like I said, there's a lot of poor white people in the city of Detroit too. and around the city suburbs as well. Don't let them fool you just because they got a nice house that's probably been in foreclosure for 4 years.
Right.
So yeah, that don't mean they doing it big. They probably just as broke as a lot of niggas out here. But the law though is just like I said, it's just widening the gap. Because there's no way you can tell me that if I let my insurance slide because I got other obligations with this money. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no bad driving record. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no DUIs. I ain't got no accidents and no shit like that. You can't tell me that you can justify taking my shit off rip. Like I don't think so. I think that's a tough one to pull off. They may try to get it done, but I think that's got to be a tough one to pull off. I mean, what you think? Well, I don't know. It's a law. They can do whatever they want to, I guess.
That's my answer. You just gave me this answer this shit for
right.
What they want to do off rip. Nigga, you have no say in anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? You buy it, you know what I'm saying?
These are those things, though. Like I was talking about the primary elections and shit like that a lot of people don't go and vote on. Those be the times that they slip that shit on there. Like, hey. Yeah. They won't put that shit on the presidential election because they know everybody gonna be there. But like the little shit in between, oh yeah, let's we gonna take your shit if you don't have no insurance. Oh, did nobody vote? Oh, I guess we just passed that then.
Right.
Man, that would be a sick feeling though, man, to get pulled over. Cause I mean, everybody been there where you get pulled over and ain't got no insurance. If you lived in the city of Detroit, you most definitely had that before because insurance is so damn high. And that's a crazy thing to think that you can get pulled over and instead of getting a citation, a ticket or whatever, they go take your shit. Like, do you know how much money that adds up to? That's just like people with DUIs. I know people with DUIs, that's a little different. Like, if you got like 3 DUIs, then your ass probably need to either actually learn how to drink and drive or just stop drinking and drive. Probably just stop drinking and drive.
Right, period.
Right, exactly. But like those are a little different because that's super irresponsible. So if that's gonna cost you thousands of dollars to get out of, then that's your problem.
I want you to side note, bro. Mm-hmm. Today, dog, you motherfuckers drive carefully, man. The police is out. I know it's St. Patty's Day. You know what I'm saying? But you motherfuckers better drive careful because I done seen them hookers on your ass. You feel me?
Oh, yeah, they are. I know they out now because people been out drinking all day, too. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't just us. Oh, I never looked that up either.
Never looked at what?
I never looked that up to see, trying to figure out exactly what the celebration of St. Patrick's Day is. Because I have no idea. But, yeah, people been drinking since early this morning. I know downtown was banging.
Downtown was slapping, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I already know.
8 o'clock this morning.
Right. Yeah,
I think
crazy.
green, you know what I mean? Green everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
I just wanna look it up real quick, see if I can figure out. I meant to do that jump before, just to kind of figure out exactly what it is. Because I know we celebrate a lot of stuff that we probably shouldn't
don't know what the fuck is fun.
Right, we don't even know what's going on. You don't see the Irish people celebrating Kwanzaa and shit. Right. Let me take a look here. So it's like 1631. Hey, you know what? That's an old ass. I ain't about to go through all that reading. I'm gonna find out. Then we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it next week. Cause that's too much reading and shit. I don't wanna take up too much time doing all that reading. But yeah, I'm gonna check it out and see exactly what it is. Cause I'm just kind of curious. I was gonna, like, and I have to admit I've partaken in the green beer and kegs and eggs and all that shit. I've done it, so I'm not absent from that. So I can't talk shit about nobody else for doing it because I've done it. But now I'm just kind of curious. Like, damn, what the hell we've been drinking all this green beer and celebrating? Don't even know what the fuck going on. just like Cinco de Mayo. Shit, you know what I mean? I don't know. We gotta figure out exactly what we celebrating. We just need to start celebrating ourselves. And we don't do that enough.
Right. Not at all.
Don't forget, if you're on eblockradio.com, you can hit us up right now, 760-283-4647. Do you believe that redlining still exists? And like you said at the beginning, like if you ever in your life had insurance, then you already know that it does.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is that they try to convince us that it don't. So this is how they break it down. Cause like, you know, when you pull up your insurance shit, especially like I always reference back to Detroit, when you pull up your insurance shit and you tell them you tell them where you live, it even break down parts of that. So it's like, do you live like east of Woodward, south of 7 Mile, shit like that, and then they get real specific, and then the rates just keep changing. Now I know, like to make it rational, then they say, well, these are the highly reported crime areas, and you know they try to make it strategic like that. But the reality of it is just that it just the poorer the neighborhood gets, then it oftentimes, not all the time, but oftentimes it does equate to a higher crime rate. So it makes them able to say, well, this is the reason why. When the reality of it is, though, it's just really widening the gap and putting even more pressure on black folks that don't have it in the first place.
The big divide, bro.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I mean, in a minute, it's really gonna be the have and have nots, man. Because you can't be in a position where they go take your car because you ain't got no insurance. Like, I think there's got to be some other determining factors. Like when they run your license, if your license suspended or you got several, you know, points on your license, then yeah, you know, take their shit because they just been fucking off. But if you got somebody with a clean driving record, you know what I'm saying? Because they pulling up all that shit when they pull up your driver's license. They pull up all that, and you just happen to be out here with no insurance, man. Like, you're gonna get a ticket, but you can't take that shit though. Like, this is probably the most upstanding citizen besides that motherfucker getting pulled over that got 3 DUIs but got insurance and shit.
10 of them.
Right.
I know a motherfucker got 10, bro.
10, you supposed to be under the jail, bro.
Exactly. Like, how you getting off all this time, bro?
Oh, you for real? You serious?
Yeah.
There must be some DWIs slipped in there too, because you get DUIs, you're supposed to go to jail after 3.
Man, I would think that.
Yeah, I would think that too.
Hell no, they got like numerous 5 and 6 of them.
But see what I'm saying? And probably but got insurance and shit, so they ain't gonna take his car.
Fully insured.
See, that's what I'm saying. Then you got people out there struggling.
But he's drunk.
Right. At least he's insured.
Right. I understand. It's like the crack and cocaine. Like, I understand how crack get you more time than cocaine, the shit that's pure as fuck.
You know how.
Yeah.
But because it is a direct descendant of the black community. Because before, when cocaine was just out there, cocaine was a white man's drug.
Still is.
But then when niggas figured out how to, well, I ain't gonna say figured out. I'm sure somebody showed us how. I'm sure of that. But by the time niggas put it together where they could rock that shit up and sell it for cheaper and sell more of it, then all of a sudden, then that's a bigger crime. Which I still don't understand that.
I don't understand either.
Yeah, I still don't understand that.
Shit's baffling me, bro. But it's basically the same thing, bro.
It is. It is the same thing, just with a few extra chemicals.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but how they try to say that, how they try to pass it off is that crack, cocaine in crack form is more what's that word? It's more habit forming, so that means it's worse off. It's still a byproduct of cocaine though. Hey, I'm just saying how they trying to pass it off. That's how they pass it off in the law, and that's why niggas getting motherfucking 10 years for every rock, nigga. Right. But niggas get caught with some keys and shit. They do 3 years in the Fed and shit. Right. Right. For real, like you talking about some powder that can create about 1,000 motherfucking rocks. Right. But a nigga caught with 10 rocks and he doing life in that motherfucker. All day. Doing all day for real. That's crazy, man. But that's just the same theory of redlining though, man. Just putting people in a position. This is normally referred to geographically, but obviously geographically normally dictates the the makeup of the race that's involved. Normally, like I say, not always, because sometimes we get out of our situation and actually get to the suburbs a little bit.
Right.
But for the most part, it's confined to an area where it's poverty stricken already, and all you're doing is making it worse, though.
Right.
And so that's why I don't see how things like that can even be passed. Like, even though you might feel like, all right, well, we paying a lot of insurance because there's so many uninsured people. And even if you believe that, you still got to know that by passing laws like that, all you're doing is stepping on the person that's already down. And, you know, for a lot of people, that don't mean shit to them.
No.
That's cool. Yeah, that's cool.
The heartless bastards.
Right. I just can't be like that. So that's why I said about Obamacare. They like, well, you know, if you give everybody this insurance and all this shit, then, you know, your rates go up. You know what though? If I can afford my insurance, which I'm paying a certain amount of money for a month anyway, if it's gonna cost me like $3 more for a motherfucker who ain't got shit to go get some medical assistance, then nigga, take my little $3, nigga, because you know what I'm saying? Like I really, it's not that deep to not help somebody. Like
right. If you got the chance, opportunity to help somebody, like hell
yeah. Because if you at the bottom with your hand out and shit, you sure would want somebody to look out for you.
Hell yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I think black people just understand that better.
Right.
That's what it is.
Always down there, shit.
Right. I was gonna say it, man. That's the truth. We always down there.
Always down there, mama.
Hey man, I'm about to try to get up out of here though. But if you're on eblockradio.com, you got a couple minutes left. You can hit us up 760-283-4647 and hit that number one key, man. We got my man T-Dub coming up at the end of the show today, man. Our very special musical guest. Shout out to Black City Hustlers. That's the radio. I mean the radio. That's the label rather. That's the label. Black City Hustlers, BCH. All right, so make sure you check them out on Instagram and Twitter and on Facebook. All right, but T-Dub coming up in a couple minutes. But Money, what'd you say, man? Cause we gonna go around one last time, dog. I mean, obviously we know what the answer is, but does redlining still exist in your eyes?
Hell yeah, it still exists, bro. Like I said at the beginning of the show, man, if you got insurance and shit, if you got to go get that insurance, then you already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I mean, they raping us, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's keep the po, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Just widening that divide, man. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely we're in agreement on that, man. Redlining definitely does still exist. And not just in auto insurance either. Like I say, I think it's getting to be a bigger thing in the realty sector because there's so much what's gentrification going on where they knocking down old neighborhoods and building up these new metropolises, and you basically getting priced out. So that's pretty much redlining going on in there too, but that's a whole nother situation there. But yeah, with things like that and them trying to pass that law like in Michigan where they can take your ride for not having insurance, that's just a way to push people further down. Like, you already part of what's assumed to be the middle class, but really you kind of like lower middle class, and then shit like this is just gonna put you further down. You're taking away the ways in which to make money. So if you barely making money and then somebody take your car away, that you can't get to the job, or you spending so much money on transportation back and forth that you never be able to get your car back, and you like being at square one.
Yeah.
So right, fucked up, basically. Man, on that note, I think that's enough said right there.
Yeah.
We're going to get up out of here, man. Shout out to everybody who out enjoying St. Patrick's Day. For whatever reason, we celebrate St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to find that out, and then we're going to talk about it next week.
That's about to hear a lot of that shit.
Woo! On that note, man, we up out of here, dog. I got my man T-Dub coming up right here, man. Our special musical guest. Shout out to Black City Hustlers Records, man. They doing their thing out there for sure. But until next time, man, happy St. Patrick's Day to y'all if that's what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? Be safe out there if you out there driving, man. Get you a designated driver, dog. Don't kill nobody tonight, dog. We up out here, man. You know what it is, dog. The Live Cloud Radio Show on the planet, man. Straight from the E-Block Radio, man. Live on your dial every Thursday, 7 until 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We up out here, man. Peace out. T-Dub, what it do?
Yeah, man. I told y'all I was coming, man. For real, y'all thought a nigga fell off. Shit, no, man. Look. Man, we out here, yeah, man, we out here. Man, we out here, yeah, man, we out here. Well, we out here, yeah, we out here. Say it too bad, ain't bad, till we out here, we out here. Man, we out here, we out here. Man, we out here, we out here. For real, man, yeah, we out here. Come around, you gon' see us out here. Man, why? Cause we is out here. Fuck, bitch, we out here. We out like a street sign. Don't get it twisted, ain't never slipping, we keep Madison apartment, man, that's where it get retarded. My cousin might grow to kill if he want, he can start a garden. Got a connect in the country, he be getting shit for cheap. Need to cover for something to eat, need to cut and smoke a sweet. Sweating in my mama tighten, hit the gas, you hit that V8. Gas hand on E, got me smashed to the TA. Pop a Watson, drunk some vodka, stop and holler at my partners. Got a problem, wheel solver, hit your block with them top. In my hood, I got respect for how real I keep it. And I don't need no big bills to make these hoes get freaky like Boosie, Webb, and Jesus. Man, you better believe it. My time to spark up a pleaser. In the studio cheesing. And when it comes to the beef, we don't stop till we even. Make a nigga stop breathing. Have them begging and screaming. Man, we out here. Yeah, man, we out here. Man, we out here. Yeah, man, we out here. Well, we out here. Yeah, we out here. Say it too bad, ain't bad till we out here. We out here. Man, we out here. We out here. Man, we out here. We out here. For real, man. Yeah, we out here. Come around, you gon' see us out here. Man, why? Cause we is out here. Streets 11, aka the strip. Wildin' acting bad with that thing on my hips. Below the rest in peace, I wish your ass was still here. Now I'm feeling like Webby, what if it was a fifth? Like Boosie, we out here. Niggas straight like that. Straight like that. Man, come on now, tell them we don't play like that. We don't play like that. We ain't got it and you got it, bitch, we coming to take it. Smoke so much guns and joy like Rosses, you would think we Jamaican. Man, niggas know where I stay, it's where everyone where I stay. I feel play, catch you slipping, put the gun in your face. Where is it? We be knocking shit out, so I for the Glock and shit out. Like ain't no talking that out. Fuck what you talking about. That boy JP on this shit, good to pull up in the Vic. I do my thing, never change, I got my name on my wrist. Your paper like a post office, you might as well say I make mail. Hold up, stop the BB, brother. Free my big dog, KL, fuck it. Man, we out here, yeah, man, we out here. Man,